What is it really that our lives lead to? We toil away tirelessly to produce a life for ourselves filled with wealth and comfort, but are we actually happy in the end? Take, for instance, the most interesting man I know. Born right before the onset of World War II in communist Poland, he spent his toddlerhood in a concentration camp where soldiers tried to train him to be a member of the Nazi youth. After the war ended, he and his family returned home to Warsaw, where he eventually enrolled in medical school at the tender age of 16 and also served in the army. As a member of the national Polish rowing team, he was able to leave the country and went to London, where he would be forced to redo his medical residency, which he had already completed in his native Poland. He eventually moved to the United States, where he worked in the top surgical programs all over the country. He traveled and volunteered all over the world and was even a surgeon in the Vietnam War, all while being surrounded by a bevy of beautiful women and living every bachelor's dream. Like many playboys before him, he eventually settled down in Connecticut, where he started his own private practice, got married, and had 2 children, whom he would take on family trips skiing out west in the winters and up north to New Hampshire in the summers. So where is he now? What has his life evolved into?
You're full. Yes. Yes.
What do you see in your future? Do you see yourself continuing life as it is now?
It would not be the worst possible case. If I can continue it as it is now, with addition of some more traveling and getting away from this place, I would be quite satisfied. I'm not saying happy, but satisfied or content.
Do you think that being voted as the commodore of the rowing club has helped fill a bit of a void that developed after you retired from surgery?
Very smart question. There is no question that the answer is yes to it. It is nice to matter again after you have mattered for so many years.
What do you think of your life now as compared to 30 years ago?
I had many expectations 30 years ago. I do not have many expectations now, but I have a lot of satisfaction from my 2 daughters, who could not have turned out better than they have. It means I have spent my life wisely and with very good results.
You lived a very exciting life years ago, and you clearly lead a much more quiet life now. Would you make any changes to that, or are you happy?
There certainly could be more variety in my life than I have now, that probably would consist mostly of more traveling. But one always exchanges something for the other. Right now this traveling is difficult, and my commitment to rowing makes me spend entire warm part of the year here trying to get better. But the time will come and I'll be able to do it again.
And now here's a big question. Don't you get lonely here?
Yes, I do.